So today's topic, Dr. Phil. I'm bringing up these two different videos. We're going to watch them side by side. Same similar incident, just a little bit of a different variable between both. And so we're just going to see how Dr. Phil reacts in each of one of these videos. Okay?
Dr. Phil.
Victoria means the world to me. She's the most beautiful woman I've ever met. There's also a dark side when it comes to Victoria. She starts coming at me like, walking up to me like...
Well, why do you walk like she got toilet paper between her ass? You know that walk that they do? You know that walk you do when you just took a shit, but then you gotta answer the door?
Ding dong, UPS! Oh shit! Don't go! Don't go! Don't go! Oh fuck, he went. Shit. The brown left, and I got brown in my ass.
Oh man.
She's got her hands balled up, and she's just standing over me like trying to size me up. In the past 8 months, there's been a lot of physical violence. Once we were arguing, I was drinking a glass of orange juice in the kitchen, and I called her, and she came in there and slapped the glass into my mouth and chipped my tooth.
Did you chip his tooth in February?
Yes, I did. He was drinking a glass of water and we were arguing, and he called me a white whore, white B word.
So he called you a white whore bitch, and you went,
Oh, I want it. Would you define that as
A little bit better. Get it there.
proper behavior?
a white whore bitch, and you went.
Yeah, exactly that.
If this is the glass, tap it the way you tapped it.
Like if it's sideways, like that.
Nobody believes you, bitch.
Really on his tooth. Literally on his tooth.
He must have brittle teeth. Did
Look
he?
at his teeth. He'd never brush his
Did
teeth.
it break the glass?
Well, one time she was having such a big rage fit that she got my PlayStation. She smashed it off the 3rd-story balcony.
He wasn't paying enough attention to me.
Oh, you think I was...
The solution is to throw it off.
So that's her story, and that's her response. Let's see the next story.
Autumn and I have an abusive relationship. Autumn and I met 1.5 years ago. One day I was on social media scrolling, and I was like, ooh, who is this baddie? Baddie means she's cute. I was like, hey, you should come hang out with me. She was like, oh, I would love to. I choked Autumn probably around 6 times throughout our relationship. I ended up in jail for aggravated domestic assault.
You fully and freely acknowledge that you have physically abused her on multiple occasions.
Yes, sir.
What's going to happen to change that?
I just gotta keep working. I feel like taking that first step into realizing that I have anger issues and trying to help get the problem resolved was a big step, but it just doesn't happen overnight. I feel like it's gonna take time for me to get better.
It's a process.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
All right, so we have one person who's in rehab and they're trying to fix her problem, and then we have another person who is abusive and blames her partner for being abusive.
Yeah, but we haven't seen Dr. Phil's intervention.
Yeah, that's what we're about to see.
Next thing I knew, the police showed up at my place of work and they arrested me for domestic violence. I was in jail for 2 days. Jail was absolutely the worst experience ever. I saw women with beards, mustaches. They served us green hot dogs.
I
You
felt...
said green hot dogs like it was the worst thing. And I gotta appreciate whoever edited this fucking shit. Because did you notice that little zoom in that they did?
Yeah.
They served us green hot dogs.
I felt destroyed.
I don't know who edits for Dr. Phil, but someone's got a comedic background in there.
I don't think she'd kill me because she's a vegan, because you know vegans don't like killing things.
You're dumb as a fucking rock. They don't like to kill animals. They'll kill humans over animals. We know that.
On May 4th, I keyed DeAndre's car and we got in a really heated argument. Things got physical between us.
You think I care? I don't care anymore.
Quit hitting me.
I've lost my mind.
Quit hitting me.
Give a
Oh, you don't need to give a That's cool. I got video proof of you doing this. You're crazy, bro. You're crazy. Let me leave. You have me blocked in. Let me leave. You're kidnapping me. Let me leave. Leave me alone. Let me leave.
He had made me spend so much money, like just breaking things, punching holes in the walls, breaking my phone multiple times. I was frustrated and I just wanted to make him have to spend money so he could see how I felt.
When the video went viral, I saw a lot of people commenting on my photos, telling me to kill myself, that I'm crazy.
I know that DeAndre is the one who sent it out with intentions of me looking crazy.
He didn't make you look crazy. Bitch, you look crazy.
I'm not a psycho who keyed his car. I was a victim of abuse.
They arrested me for domestic violence and vandalism. It's not fair that I'm the one who has to suffer and he's the one who looks like the victim in the situation.
When he pushed you on the bed, he got in jail. You key his car, you go to jail.
You have a restraining order against him now, correct?
Yes.
It's a no contact order, right? In fact, it says the petitioner Autumn, respondent DeAndre, petitioner's relationship to respondent, the respondent has stalked me, the respondent has sexually assaulted me, the court orders the respondent to not abuse or threaten to abuse the petitioner, not stalk or threaten to stalk the petitioner. Other orders to the respondent, no contact must not come about. You got him shut off in that way, right? Yeah. Right? So why have you been with him all weekend while you were here?
Come back.
Fuck you.
Come back, nigga.
No.
Hold on, we gotta finish this.
Nah, B.
Battery's running. Let's go, let's go, nigga.
Fuck your batteries, nigga.
So why have you been with him all weekend while you were here?
He just sucks me back in.
How can he suck you back in if you don't contact him? How, Sway?
You see how these ladies don't take responsibility for their own actions? Like, yes, this man is wrong for hitting her, and no one's gonna deny that. Everyone
Fuck
agrees.
that guy. Fuck that guy.
You get a restraining order, all is great. Then you keep going to see him, and you fuck him all weekend. Then you get up on television and say how terrible he is while you were fucking him last night. Like, come on now.
Be consistent with your shit.
You've snuck away and been with him multiple times over the last few days, correct?
Yes.
In fact, you were intimate with him last night, correct?
Yes.
Don't stop and think, bitch. You know what dick was inside you last night? You know what time it is. He was giving her that DeAndre.
You're stupid.
There were times during the last few days that you would see the security guard that was assigned to protect you, and you would see him and run from him. You would run from your protection.
I didn't know until today that he was following me, actually.
I'm sorry?
He did a good job of staying in the shadows. I didn't even see him.
You didn't answer the question, bitch. How are you gonna get a restraining order? Say he sucked you back in, but you were the one running away from your own security detail to be with him. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. And look how soft Dr. Phil is with her. How soft-spoken and understanding.
Yeah. 3 days ago, we was having sex in my vehicle. It was good sex.
You know what the fucked up thing is?
This dumbass nigga. It was good sex.
First and foremost, I want to apologize to y'all for the things that I have done to your daughter, and because she doesn't deserve it. She definitely doesn't deserve it. She's a beautiful woman. She's a great girl. She's smart. She's intelligent, like everything. She's the whole 9 yards, and y'all raised a beautiful, wonderful daughter. And
And how many times have you seen her since you've been here? Last night, for sure.
last night, night before that.
Good.
What's so funny? What's so funny, nigga?
Are they looking at the videos? Like, I didn't realize those two were the parents of the girl.
Huh.
And are they seeing the videos while
how crazy
there
it
was
is?
some good sex? Like, imagine how cringy it is. That's in front of the parents. Like, I've been with my girl for 20 years. I wouldn't be in front of her parents and be like, it was some good sex. Like, I wouldn't even do that. And you got this fuckboy right here.
And how many times have you seen her since you've been here?
2 out of 3 days. We've only been here 3 days.
2 out of 3 days?
Yes, sir.
You're under a restraining order right now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you violated it twice since you've been here.
Wait, am I supposed to agree with you?
No, you have. You already have.
Shoot, y'all got me sweating. I'm finna pull up from Clarksville and be back in jail. Shoot.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
If I put a restraining order on you,
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
and I go to you,
I know, that doesn't matter.
you have to run?
You have to notify the police and get the court order vacated immediately.
He notified his dick instead.
Yeah, he did.
You just admitted that you violated the restraining order twice since you've been here. To have that on tape. And
You got that on tape? Oh, I fucked up. That's at this moment that DeAndre knew he fucked up.
After he fucked her.
And if they take this tape and play that for the judge, where you have disrespected the court and violated the order, are very likely to put you in jail.
Yes.
Or would you rather just cooperate and agree that you leave her alone until such a time as you've gotten the help?
Look at this fucking Dr. Phil blackmailing this nigga. Do what we say, or we may just get the restraining order against you, you know, and then use that against you to put you in jail. That's what Dr. Phil's response was to this whole thing, despite the fact that she was the one visiting him.
When people are angry, they're at their weakest. When you're angry, you're at your weakest because you've been victimized. So what happened that you were stuffing down so hard?
Well, having really traumatic experiences as a child, I've never been able to really accept a lot of things that I've been through.
What did you go through?
When I was 5, I was raped and molested for 5 years until I was 10.
Frank, I think we need very specialized care for her in terms of healing this open wound from what happened to her between 5 and 10. You tell me what you think is appropriate.
Well, I would like for her to come to P&P so that we can deal with her neurologically and begin to train her brain to react appropriately.
Hey, if something like that happens to you, that's terrible, and you need to seek help for it, great. What I do find interesting is that Dr. Phil is very empathetic with this girl. Tries to understand what's wrong with her. Not once did he ask the other guy, what happened to you in your childhood that you became the way you are, right? Instead, his response to her issues, to his issues was, if you keep doing it, we're going to send you to the jail.
Listen to this voicemail that Victoria left Jeremy while he was in Puerto Rico for his grandfather's funeral.
You're dirty, nasty, ugly, Puerto Rican beaner. You're disgusting, and you should have been put 6 feet deep in the grave, just like your nasty grandpa. You deserve to die along with him, and so does your ugly, disgusting. Your mother can't even speak English. She's been here for how long? She's too competent to learn English, and you can barely even speak English when you've lived here. So what's your excuse for being so? Oh wait, you don't have one. It must be genetics from your idiot mom.
Why did you do it?
I did it because he told me that he was hanging out with a guy cousin, and I called him and I heard him talking to a female, and he told me I don't need to worry about it.
He's at a funeral for his grandpa. There might be women present. Are you fucking retarded?
Mike, maybe it's like a man-only funeral.
Finally, he set me off, and I left him that nasty voicemail because I was so heated in that moment that I didn't know what else to say to get him to understand that I'm mad. It's really not even worth my reaction, but I love him so much that I do react.
What's love got to do with this?
Don't blame things on love. If you fucked up and you crazy, just accept the fact that you're responsible for your behavior. Don't blame it on love. Don't blame it on your partner.
Don't blame it on passion.
All right? Okay? Don't blame it on the
alcohol.
Okay?
No, you
blame it on your actions.
You're a shitty person.
Yeah.
Period.
When she's being toxic and when she doesn't even take responsibility for her racist and her disgusting behavior, she has neurological problems. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the crack epidemic. When crack happened in the 90s, right? When that was going on, it was heavy and it was destroying families in the 80s and 90s, right? What did the response from the police officer was? They're criminals. But then you have the opioid epidemic today, and now they're treating it as a health issue. They want to seek recovery for addicts. They want to help everyone. And I'm like, where was this attitude when black people were dying predominantly from crack back in the day, right? Where was this progressiveness when they needed it? No, you treated them like criminals. You incarcerated them. You made sure they were shot. They died, right? You made sure there was no avenues for them to get help. But nowadays, opioids, oh, we're here to help everybody. This is the same thing to me, right? Here you have a man in the exact same situation as a woman, yet the woman is treated with so much adulation, right? Oh, you have a problem, let me help you. The man, if you keep seeing her, we're going to send you to jail. It is a very veiled threat.
So, I've trained thousands of warriors,
Yes,
soldiers
sir.
to take the battlefield.
Yes, sir.
In some of the most austere and dangerous conditions imaginable.
Yes, sir.
Against some pretty scary armed aggressors.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. That's probably why your daughter's
I've come
so afraid.
looking for you, and I'm going to just tell you that by the grace of God in heaven, I was unable to find you.
Yes,
and
sir.
it's only through my inability to do so that you still draw breath.
Yes, sir. So you're gonna kill me.
So I'm just going to tell you.
So all this to say, you can really see the differences in between how Dr. Phil treated his males versus the females, right? Women are a lot of the space where they can be abusive, they can say all these things and are treated with sympathy, whereas men are demonized. We're not even inquisitive as to why they got to that place. And I think that double standard plays into our societal norms. We look at female abuse as if it's a joke, and then we look at male abuse as if it's the most flagrant thing. And it is terrible, don't get me wrong, but I think we have to weigh both of those things and see how negative they are and treat them equally. You shouldn't hit people. It shouldn't be a gendered issue. Just don't hit people, because they do happen at the same frequency. I'll bet not to the same degree. They happen at the same frequency. And because we know this, we cannot afford as a society to have this kind of dialogue where women are just allowed all this space to be abusive, because more men are going to suffer, more men are going to grow up in these spaces, and guess what? Kids that see that grow up to be abusive themselves, and it repeats the cycle. So we cannot let this kind of example stand.